Nia and Matthew, I can tell you that the cause here is still under investigation, but that does not mean it is not devastating for the many who have lost more than just their homes. I mean, just take a look behind me. The home is already boarded up, but earlier today we did see a family who pulled up trying to pick up their loved one to celebrate the holiday. And it was devastating to hear their screams, learning that it was in fact their loved one, their sister, who had lost her life here earlier today. They had no idea that this apartment went up in flames earlier today. Now we're giving them and the many families here their time and space to grieve, as this was supposed to be a day of celebration, and it turned out much different.
We could see smoke billowing out from the front of the unit.
Someone pounding on a door. Checked outside, and 407 here was just enormous flames, just reaching up like twice as tall as the building itself, just pouring out of the front and back.
The flames coming from these townhomes off 196th in Lynnwood.
The back porch was completely ablaze, and so it's almost completely opened up, and ashes and very charred.
Brian heard the loud poundings and screams coming from his neighbors. He quickly stepped up, trying to help others and calling 911.
You wouldn't expect something like that to happen on a day like today.
Officials say a woman in her mid-30s died, and two, a boy and a man, were taken to the hospital and are now in stable condition after South County Fire says they escaped the blaze on their own. More than 24 people, including children and pets, are now displaced on Christmas Eve.
It was not how I wanted to spend my first Christmas in Washington.
Blake Smith, who didn't want to go on camera, is one of the residents displaced along with his fiance.
So I'm thankful, honestly. It could have been our unit, It's just totally gutted. Could have been anybody.
Fire crews and police remain on scene hours after the flames were out. The aftermath unbearable to see as the fire broke through most of the building. All that's left from this home is debris. While the cause is under investigation, this is not the first time the Lynnwood townhome apartments have suffered loss.
They were throwing rocks to try to break the glass to get the kids out, but they just couldn't get them.
Two siblings, a 7-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl, were inside a home in the first building when a fire started back in November of 2019. Residents tried saving them, but were unable to. A tragedy some were reminded of today, as some residents were allowed back in to gather some of their belongings with their children and pets in hand.
I just hope that everybody lands on their feet. I don't know, find some joy this time of year.
A total of 6 homes have been boarded up tonight, and those displaced residents fear that they will have to go even longer without, as there is still a lot of uncertainty as to what will happen to these homes in the near future. Now, the one thing that they do tell me is that the couple things they do need are clothes, blankets, and food. We will be posting more details on how you can help these families during this very difficult time up on our website, fox13seattle.com. For now, in Lynnwood, Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.